Next thing we're going to talk about is the inbuilt Python interpreter, or Python interpreter in your operating system. So in Windows I have command prompt, but in Linux you will have terminal as well as in Mac. So here you could simply write Py or Python 3 in the terminal, and it pulls up this Python interpreter. You could see its version, Python 3.9, and it gives us some information. So all we do in IDE, we can do that in the command prompt itself. It's called the inbuilt Python interpreter. And if I want to write anything, for example, we wrote print hello world, we could do the same thing over here as well, and it gives us the output. So this is like a command line tool that helps us to interpret, or that helps us to execute a simple code over here. So you don't even need to write a print over here. It simply executes and gives us the output. So for example, this, so name is equal to Ajit, and as soon as you call this name, it gives the output. So this is very useful tool. If you want to use it as a calculator, you could do that as well. For example, 2 into 3, we already done 2 plus 3, 2 into 3. It also performs complex calculations. So yeah, you could see the output. It knows what to perform first. It knows what do we need to, and plus 5 minus 2 and so on. So it gives us the output. So this is a float and this is integer. So anytime the output becomes float, you will see this decimal sign, right? There's another powerful function in Python, and it's called the exponential function, and it's very easy. So 2 raised to power 3 is 8. If you want to pull square of two numbers, you could do this. Any power, you could do that. You can easily calculate that. So this interpreter is very useful. You could make use of it, just to practice Python during the initial stage. I'm not saying you need to use it while you work on the large projects, but just to get yourself familiarized with the language, you could use this terminal. It does not require any additional installation whatsoever. So you don't need to install IDE, but you just install Python and you straight away start jumping, start learning code, and it's very easy as well. There is another thing called as idle that comes with Windows when you install Python, and idle is similar to the Python interpreter. It's inbuilt integrated and learning environment provided by Python, as you could see, and you could do the same thing over here as well. So hello, let's say I want to print hello world, and this is slightly more user friendly than the command prompt that I was using earlier. It gives you a little bit of hints as well. So you could perform the same things that we have done there, multiplication, calculations, and whatever you could assign variable. So it more or less does the same job, right? That's all in this tutorial. Thank you.